Hello everybody, second race on the card is the Juvenile Plate Fillies over this distance of 1,100 metres, so it's an 1,100 out at Hollywood Bets Kenilworth. Reminder about our Twitter account, which is already updated, at Weighted to Wins the handle, as well as our WhatsApp number. There's the number for you to make a note of, 0691643272. Send your name and your email address to the number, and the guys will respond to you and have you part of all of that. Right, well, bipod time, so let's get into the action out in the Western Cape. What's this weather like firstly, Mr. Burrows? Second race on the card, we're looking at that. Looks like a pleasant day, and from a market perspective, this horse Golden Sickle looks hard to beat.
Yes, Clyde, the weather is beautiful. Sun's out. There's hardly a breath of wind around at the moment. This is recorded at 10:15. So perfect for racing. I like this filly, Golden Sickle. Now, last time out when she ran third in that feature behind the Charleston, we've seen Blue Holly win 2 in a row since then. We've seen Luna Halo go back to her province and win. I thought the strength of her form lines are much stronger than that of October Morn, her main danger, who is fancied quite strongly. There's been 8 direct winners from October Morn's form line and 0 winners directly. So I'm going Golden Sickle to beat October Morn.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe the October Morn form line indirect winners, that means later on they came out and won. But immediately thereafter, where Sidley won, there hasn't been a winner from that single form line, which does put October Morn on the back foot a little bit against the likes of Golden Sickle, who's had direct form lines already. And that Bloodstock SA Sales Cup form's worked out well, as we've discussed.
Yes, Clyde, second in that race was Carl Girl. Now she's extremely highly rated by the yard. October Morn also bumped Carl Girl, and on a line through Carl Girl, the favourite Golden Sickle should have October Morn's beating, but you know, that was her debut and she obviously has plenty of scope for improvement. I just think Golden Sickle's good enough for the bipod, so I've banked her.
I'm glad you picked that up. I didn't pick it up. Well done. That's a good line to use as an example. Based on that, then I think the favourite will win. Let's have a look at the second race now. It's bipod time, straight into the action with Daryl Marie's bankering number 6 here. Golden Sickle ahead of the 2 and 5 in the second leg by 5 and 9, by 1, 7, 8, by 2 and 4, by 1, 2, 5 and 11. 96 Rand is the way to use that, and remember you can scan the code as well. It's Golden Sickle from Darren Burrows. He did recommend yesterday an early start to have Fire Terry's horse in the first. We did, and hopefully we can do that again here and get our day off to a good start here out Hollywood Bets Kenilworth. On to the third race, place accumulator time now. This is a Cape Racing Sales Class 3 fillies and mares and run over 1,800 metres. Scratch the 3, Fleeting's not running. Darren, I don't know what to make of the race, to be honest. I thought it was quite open.
Open, Clyde. Any of the runners can win this race. Any of the 6 runners. Love is a Rose. Now, I think her best form is over 1,800. I think 2,000 has been stretching her a little bit. And with a handy galloping weight, I can see Love is a Rose winning. Veronica Mars is an interesting runner. Her ratings dropped down to a 91. She's taken on some of the best around, but she's never produced over the 1,800 meters in 3 starts. That is a concern. Bye Bombshell, her rating is quite high still, 61 kilos, not easy, and Academic Gold, but it is a tricky race.
A tricky race. Mr. Marie, what do you say?
Yeah, there's 4 that represent the Miss Greenlight form line, Clyde. Not much separating them. I thought Bye Bombshell was in need of a comeback run. Certainly going to strip fitter and appreciate the extra. So I'll give her a chance of reversing that form with Academic Gold. Love is a Rose also interests me. Now, in her later start, she had a horse called Hold My Hand, who's, I think, rated 108 in that race. So she wasn't well in at the weights. Even in her penultimate start, she was badly in at the weights. She's now back in a handicap. Go back 3 runs when she ran third, beaten a length by Silver Links. That was in a handicap of a similar rating. So back in a handicap, I think she may prove the one to beat ahead of the likes of Bye Bombshell.
Okay, Well, it's a place accumulator, so let's put that up. We've got what the boys want to work out for you now, and Daryl's going with both the 2 and the 5. They also mentioned Love is a Rose, and the 5 also Bye Bye Bombshell. 5 and 9 in the second leg, 1, 7, 8 in the third leg, by 2 and 4 in the fourth leg, by 1, 2, 5 and 11 thereafter. Then Banker 2 later on, and Banker 6 at the back, and that's a 96 Rand PA. Race 4, it is time now to have a look at this open maiden, Fillies and Mares. It's run over 1,200 metres, and it is, of course, start of the pick 6. So we need to talk to Darren Burrows about this and start there. There's a unraced horse in here, Darren. Know anything about this horse, Bocarp, number 8, who's priced up as the 3-1 favourite?
I did find out a bit of info about her last night, and they said she's not showing much at home. Obviously got a great pedigree, but from what I hear, she's not fancied to win. Interesting that there has been market support, so I don't know where the money's coming from. I thought Simply Beautiful, overdue a maiden. Mike Stewart's in form, so that's a plus. On a line of form with Go Like Flow, there was a neck separating them 3 runs back, and Simply Beautiful's 2.5 kilos better off with Go Like Flow. So I've only gone the 5 and 9 in the pick 6.
Okay, Go Like Flow, the Cloud Chaser, come from Mary Lamb to win, so maybe that got to have a chance. I don't know about the race. There are a few first timers in here. What do you think, Mr.
Yeah, these maiden handicaps are never easy, Clyde. There's a comment in the front of the book with regards to number 8, Bocarp. Will Need.
Okay.
Now, she's a half sister to Cloth of Clyde. Clyde was very, very good, but usually Brett Crawford's comments in the computer form read place chance.
Yeah.
So this is a very negative comment.
Okay.
Darren touched on the La Pura Vida form line with regards to Go Like Flow and Simply Beautiful. Go Like Flow, Clyde, hasn't really disgraced herself because she's always carrying top weights in these special weight events. That's never easy. I like the fact that they're coming back up the straight with her and fitting her with a set of blinkers. So I can see her confirming that form with Simply Beautiful despite the turnaround in weights.
Yes.
So I'm just going 5 from 9.
Okay. The other one that's in the Dream Go is a Dreams Go Boy. That's a first timer.
Yes,
Number
that's
7.
also shows ability, but may be green.
May need it. Okay. And was there another comment, or am I done?
That's it.
Is that it? Okay. All right. Well, that's the story in terms of what the first leg of the pick 6 looks like. Here we go. We'll put it up quickly. Darren will figure it out for us. He's going 5 and 9 in the first leg. Go Like Flow and Simply Beautiful. Those two ahead of 1, 7, 8, 11 and 12 in the second leg. By the third leg, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 and 9. The fourth leg, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11 and 12. Then he's going to be bankering the one just now. That's the second last leg of the pick 6, and his banker will be Royal Watch. It's interesting because that was Night Ruler from the same stable is also a big runner. And the last leg, 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, 12 and 13. Okay, race number 5, it's jackpot time. It does appear to be the race where Contiguous has the one to beat, number 8 on the card. You can pick up what we like on our social media platforms that are on your screen. Darren, number 8 Contiguous, top of the boards at 5-2. 7 Oliver's the second choice at 28-10. And I think it may end between, I think it's those are the two. I'm not sure if there's anything deeper than that, unless you found something.
Clyde, I thought Oliver the horse to beat. He's coming on the right way. That third behind Nomzon, not a bad effort from a deep draw. He is looking for a mile plus, but the long run-in still at Kenilworth, Keegan DeMella, Adam Marcus combination, I think Oliver the horse to beat. Contiguous, he's got a mind of his own. He rocks up sometimes. Last time out was no kind of run. I've got my doubts. So 7 to beat 8, and then 11, 12 and 1 for minor money.
Yeah, it's a pity when you've got a horse like that with so much ability and yet they don't, it depends on what mood they're in when they come to the races. In this case, we were talking about Contiguous, Darryl?
Yes, Clyde. Put in some fair runs, then he was rested and gelded. His comeback run was encouraging. Last time out, you can just put a line through that. The race wasn't certainly run to suit. There was stop, start, and he's a big son of William Longsword. A nice stride. It just didn't suit him. But however, he is his own worst enemy, and if he misbehaves once again, he's going to run his race before the actual event. So watch him behind the pens. If he loads quietly, I think he'll take some beating. Certainly brings the strongest form line into this race. I mean, he's run beyond Royal Aussie, Alain Marie, Montien. Best form by far. Oliver was hanging in his later start. When he straightened up, he stayed on. I wasn't really impressed with that effort. In saying that, he is going about things in the right manner. He's improving with racing. Red William looked extremely well going to post last time. He could be better than that effort. But I think if Contiguous behaves, he'll take a power beating.
Okay. Jackpot time. Let's put Darren Burrows has got a jackpot for us, so let's go there and see what he's worked out now. With the first leg being 7, 8, 11 and 12. Second leg 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Third leg 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11, 12. And the last leg is going to banker number 1. Class 3 race, this is fillies and mares over 1,400 metres. Scratch number 8 not running. It'll leave you with a field of 8 horses in the race here, where market's got it rather open. So I'll start with Daryl. Bonica, top of the boards, Daryl, number 4, 33 to 10. Number 2, Give Me a First, is 7 to 2. 6, Miss Green Light at 10 o'clock this morning, 5 to 1. And 7, Fun Zone at 11 to 2, together with the 9, Busy Lizzie, who's trading at 11 to 2. Now, I'm not sure. Don't know, to be honest, what to even ask you.
Yeah, I'm just having a look over here, Clyde. This form line on the 23rd of November. Bonica beat Give Me a First by a length and 3/4. However, Give Me a First is 2.5 kilograms better off. So they have met in the past. Now, Clyde, how's this for my form? I've been waiting for Give Me a First to run again.
Right.
I thought she ran a cracker in her later start. So I've been having a look at nominations and final fields. She popped up. I was licking my lips. And then who else happened to be nominated in the race? Bonica, who was desperately unlucky in her later start. I don't know if you saw that. Unfortunately, they're bumping heads. I'm not going to separate the two. I'm just going to put them both in, and I think I'll get through this leg with ease.
So what, Bonica should have won last time?
Very, very unlucky.
Okay. Well, that's interesting to note. Thank you for that. I'll make a note because I want to watch that replay. I'm going to watch that replay now on my iPad here as well, so we'll have a look at it. But okay, so that's the story with regards to this race. Let me ask Darren Burrows what we need to do in this event.
Clyde, I was very impressed with Give Me a First. The way she finished off her race last time out behind Red Sash. Only had the 6 starts. She has been disappointing, but they rate her very highly, and we could start seeing the best of her. Bonica, unlucky last time out, should be right there. Then you go to Queen of Sparta. Now, have a look at that form line last time out, Clyde, behind Shantastic. We've seen multiple direct winners from that race. She comes into the race with a chance.
All right, let's put our selections up, guys. Daryl Marie going his jackpots here, 2 and 4. He's making it a match race by 1, 2, 5 and 11, by 1, 2 and 5, by banker 6. It's a 24 Rand jackpot. Back with us now. We're on to race number 7. The market has got this horse top of the boards, number 2 on the card for Justin Snaith, Fella and Cora at 7 to 2. But 7 to 2 the field. 9 on board is the second choice at 4 to 1. Number 1, You Cracked Me Up, is trading at 7 to 1, together with the 5 Mothership 7 to 1. And number 6, Anna Canarina, is trading at around 7 to 1. So 10 to 1 and better about the others. Mr. Burrows, field race?
Field race, Clyde. I thought the improver is going to be a horse called You Cracked Me Up. Now, if I told you this filly, they rated to win a feature or a grade 3 race in the past, and she went a bit off the boil, her 2 comeback runs, she's got ability, but she is a head case, and they battled to load her, get her down to the start. Last time out, she seemed to behave a bit better. Having a peak run, I think the value lies with You Crack Me Up. Now, if you're looking for dangers, I mean, on board, up in trip, Anna Karina not out of it. Then you got that form line behind Cloud Chaser, where numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 10 all ran against each other. They all got chances. And then Keegan de Mello's ride for Mike Stewart, Hang Out the Stars, is not out of it at all.
Okay, well, that's number 12 on the card, and that could be anything too that comes from the Prometea form line where Donderstorm ran second. All right, but what do you say, Mr. Murray?
Yeah, this filly you cracked me up interests me, Clyde. She's now in a handicap. She's only carrying 56.5. My concern is Brett Crawford has scratched several runners on today's card. Abnormal blood count. This filly lines up. Hopefully all is in good order. She does have her problems, but I see she's been fitted with cheek pieces this time around. All depends on how she behaves, Clyde, because she does have the ability to win a maiden, that's for sure. Darren touched on the Cloud Chaser form line. There's several in here representing that form line, and at the weight turnaround, there shouldn't be much separating a few. So luck in running will determine the outcome. Fellow Ancora, last time out she was given a chance. This time out she's got a good draw. Hopefully gets pushed forward and is in the race. And then filly certainly won't be ruling out of contention, although she did put in a bit of a stinker last time out, is number 11, Just Before Dawn. She's by Silvano, Clyde. Look at her penultimate start in a special weights event. She really improved. Then I think maybe the one draw didn't really suit her because she raced a bit too handy on that occasion. Maybe she gets dropped out from the 11 draw and comes with a late rattle. I can certainly see her winning a difficult race. Yeah,
there's a lot of horses that have been mentioned between both Darren and Daryl, so it's almost field. Let's take a look then at what we're doing in this particular event, race 7. Daryl's taking a pick 3 with 1, 2, 5 and 11 by 1, 2 and 5. And then right at the back, he's going after that horse to win. Marshall Field, number 6, race number 9. Right, back with us, 8th race. This is a B Stakes over 2,000 metres, and interesting event it is. I'm starting with Daryl Marie. I want to talk about the market here. We have 1 Royal Watch. Justin's got the key here. He's got top 3 in the market here. He's got 1 Royal Watch at 5 to 2. He's got 2 Night Ruler at 5 to 2, and he's got 5 Cosmic Event who's trading at 4 to 1. So those are the top 3 in the betting, and I know JP's been part of Royal Watch, hasn't he, for a long time, and seems solid. And Richard Faree and Night Ruler, I think we know what happened last time with Night Ruler. We've been waiting for this horse to run. What do you think?
Yeah, interesting race, Clyde. Strictly on paper, Royal Watch has to be the right one. I mean, he's beaten Night Ruler and he's bet off at the weights. But have a look. He's been off for 3 months. Night Ruler's got racing fitness on his side. Night Ruler was desperately unlucky last time out, so he's in a rich vein of form currently. I don't want to separate them. I'm leaning towards Night Ruler because of that racing fitness. But the stable companion has to be considered. Cosmic Event, last time out he was used as the hare in the derby. Put a line through that run. Look at his previous form. He's only got 54 to shoulder. He's an improving 3-year-old. So who says he can't win? In order, 2-1-5. But the weights say Royal Watch is the right one.
Royal Watch is the right one. Okay, well, that's what they say. Let's see what the situation then, if that is the case. Darren Burrows, let me get your opinion on what you make of this event.
Clyde, I fancy Royal Watch. The only slight concern is the slight layoff that he's had of 3 months. But since being stepped up in trip, I mean, 4th to Navy Strength, he beat Steinbeck. Last time out beat Night Ruler and better off at the weights. Now he does make his run late. He comes from the back end of the field and he swoops on by. He's got a terrific turn of foot. And I think we're going to see a lot of this horse this season. From a 1 draw, he's going to tuck in off the pace and hopefully angle out in the straight, find a clear run, and hopefully he can get the cash for us.
Okay, well, does seem to be a progressive sort. Will he need or won't is the question in terms of needing the run or not. Royal Watch is Darren Burrows' bet. He likes that very much to win the 8th race. We, on the other hand, are concerned that the other one, Night Ruler, is a massive runner. Okay, guys, welcome back. And it's our last today. It's Hollywood Bets Kenilworth, race number 9, starting with Daryl Marie and talk about Marshall Field at 9-2 is the current market, number 6. 13 Run Rudolph Run is 4-1. I think that's top of the board here. Adam Marcus has got Elder riding 4-1 about the 13. Rudolph Run 13 tops the boards. 6 Marshall Field, second choice at 9-2. And number 3 Autumn Moons 11-2. This is a big price, this 9-2 about Marshall Field, don't you think? Especially going this distance. I love the fact that it's going 2,000 meters.
Clyde, I thought this horse would be closer to 2-1. I know it's a maiden handicap, and that gives most of the runners a chance over here. So it's not going to be an excuse me, Clyde. It's not going to be an easy task. I just saw what happened to him in his later start. He was making his run down the inside. One thing's for certain: the winner quickened better than him.
Okay.
But then the run didn't open for him on that inside running rail. He had to switch towards the outside. He had to be eased for 50 meters, and he's 1.5 kilos better off with Donnerstorm. So I'm really convinced that he's going to reverse that form.
And Donnerstorm's been the ground. That's the point. Been the 2,000. This horse hasn't been the 2,000.
Yeah, so
this horse is crying for the ground. Marshall.
I mean, he's by ideal world out of a Fortwood mare, so I think he's going to love the step up.
No, you'll love the ground.
Clyde, if you're looking for another one to back him up with, I think number 12, Philadelphian, could be the right one. You can see in his latest 2 starts, he's been contesting winner against winners. He improved last time out without the blinkers. So, based on his latest effort, he should have a trifecta chance.
Okay, Mr. Burrows, I know you've got other ideas, I think. Where are you on this one? Which one were you bankering in the last? Or did you have a few horses?
I played quite wide here, Clyde. I did circle Marshall Field as my first choice.
Okay.
I think he's going to love the step up in trip. On a line of form with Run Rudolph Run behind Elegant Noble. Now, Run Rudolph Run beat Marshall Field 1 3/4 lengths, and he's 1 kilo better off at the weights. And then you go on that big popper form line, Donnerstorm, Autumn Moon, Gimme the Best, and Run Rudolph Run all ran within 1.5 lengths of each other. So there's nothing separating all of like 5 runners in the race.
Yeah. All right, well, that's interesting too. Run Rudolph Run's another horse that's been, the 2,000. It's tried the distance and, it's been holding form very well and it's very consistent. I think the point I think one needs to make here is that the tick in the box is Marshall Field going the extra, and for that reason may well be worth taking some of the 9-2. But Darren's got a quartet worked out. He says, let's go 6 and 13. They'll fight it out. For first, for second in the quartet, 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, 12, 13. Same numbers for third. Then the field for fourth. Get some of that money out of that quartet. And if you can, spend 660 Rand to get a full unit or whatever your budget allows you to do. That's been our Hollywood Bets Kenilworth preview. Hope you've had a pleasant day. Thank you so much. We look forward to being back with you on Thursday when we go to the Vaal.